Would you date a vampire? In 2025, dating is scary enough without having to worry about blood drinking. But what if they're hot, mysterious, and have a good job? Would you still say no? Well, here are 5 reasons why dating a vampire in 2025 is the worst idea ever. Keep watching to find out why. Number 5. They're commitment phobes. Is your crush a little too eager to tell you that he or she isn't looking for anything serious right now? You might be dating a vampire. Unlike humans, vampires don't get attached. Emotionally speaking, when a vampire decides to move on from a partner, they simply disappear and become a thing of the past. Even if you were once the apple of their eye, don't expect them to stick around. If they feel like it, they'll cut ties with you as swiftly as possible. In fact, vampires tend to fall in love with the thrill of the hunt rather than actually settling down. They're always on the prowl for new prey and are rarely satisfied with just one partner. This means that if you're dating a vampire, you'll never really know where you stand. One minute they'll be whispering sweet nothings in your ear, and the next they'll be off chasing the next best thing. So if you are looking for a serious relationship, you might want to steer clear of this particular breed of partner. 4. They can't handle sunlight. So we all have our quirks. Some people like to listen to music while they work, while others prefer to work in silence. Some people can't stand the sight of blood, while others have a weird obsession with antique medical equipment. But whatever your quirks may be, they probably pale in comparison to those of a vampire. For example, did you know that vampires are repelled by sunlight? That's right. These creatures of the night are so sensitive to the sun that they can't even stand to look at it. This means that if you're dating a vampire, you'll have to get used to spending a lot of time indoors. And not only that, but you'll also have to be prepared for some seriously awkward moments when your date suddenly cowers in fear at the mere sight of sunshine streaming through a window. It can be really embarrassing, especially if you're trying to impress your date and they spend the whole time hiding under the table like an oversized bat. So, if you're someone who loves basking in the glow of a sunset or taking long walks on the beach, you might want to reconsider dating a vampire. Their fear of the sun is just one of the many challenges that come with dating one of these creatures of the night. Number 3. Garlic breath. Vampires have a reputation for being sexy, mysterious, and alluring. However, there is one aspect of these creatures of the night that is far from attractive: their breath. Garlic is often used as a way to repel vampires because it is believed that they cannot stand the smell of it. But did you know that garlic breath can be a sign of something even more sinister? When a vampire feeds on human blood, they ingest a significant amount of iron. This can cause their bodies to produce more red blood cells, which can lead to a condition called polycythemia. This makes their blood thicker, which can make it harder for them to circulate. As a result, vampires may experience shortness of breath, fatigue, and even chest pain. But perhaps the most pungent symptom of polycythemia is bad breath. A study published in the Journal of Clinical Periodontology found that vampires with polycythemia vera had significantly higher levels of volatile sulfur compounds in their breath than healthy individuals. These compounds are produced by bacteria in the mouth and are responsible for the characteristic smell of bad breath. The researchers believe that the increased production of these compounds is due to the fact that vampires with polycythemia vera have lower levels of oxygen in their blood. This creates an anaerobic environment in the mouth that is ideal for bacteria to grow and produce bad breath. Now, this might be a bit of a stretch, but if you ever go on a date with a vampire and notice that they have a bit of a garlic breath problem, you might want to run away. Number 2. Moody. Are you dating a moody person? If so, you might be dating a vampire. According to legend, vampires are creatures of the night who live for blood. But did you know that they're also known for their bad tempers? That's right. These bloodsuckers aren't just feared for their sharp fangs and pale skin, but also for their unpredictable moods. One minute they could be charming and charismatic, and the next they could be angry and violent. It's like trying to figure out which one of your friends will snap and start a food fight at the next dinner party. But unlike your friend, A vampire's mood swings can be deadly. If you're dating a vampire, you never know what to expect. They could turn on you in a flash, leaving you drained and wondering what happened. So, if you're looking for a stable and reliable partner, you might want to skip over the vampires and stick to humans. After all, we may not be immortal, but we are a lot less likely to turn into a snarling beast when we haven't had our morning coffee. Number 1. They're always thirsty. You've been on a few dates with that special someone and things are going well. But then you start to notice that they're always asking for a drink of water. And it's not just any kind of water they're after. They seem to have a particular fondness for blood. Now, you might be thinking to yourself, is this person a vampire? Well, don't dismiss the idea out of hand. There are a lot of signs that your date might be a creature of the night, and their unusual thirst for blood is just one of them. Of course, not everyone who likes blood is a vampire, but it's definitely worth keeping an eye on. After all, you don't want to find out the hard way that your date is a bloodsucker. Instead, pay attention to other signs like their aversion to sunlight and their sudden disappearance after midnight. If you start to notice these patterns, it might be time to move on. Dating a vampire is a risk you simply can't afford to take. With their thirst for blood, you never know when they might cross the line from human to monster. So if you're ever on a date and your companion keeps ordering glass after glass of red liquid, it might be a good idea to politely excuse yourself and call it a night. You'll thank me later. What do you think? Did we miss any points? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to like and share this video if you think it will help someone else. Thanks for watching. Until next time, remember to stay curious, keep asking questions, and never stop exploring the world around you. We'll see you soon.